Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to the Florida Panthers franchise mode. I'm really sorry. I was going to say something clever there. I genuinely was. But you see, it's currently, roughly 2:06 in the morning. And this video, along with the last one that I just recorded, both need to be up by one needs to be up by 10 a.m. So, welcome to my lack of sleep, caffeine-induced show. We're going to hope that everything gets done correctly. Yeah, correctly is up for determination. But in the last one, we had a pretty great draft, in my opinion. I think it worked out extremely well. We got a lot of value, a lot of steals. So we're going to go ahead and sim to our re-sign phase now. And we have a lot to do here. We're going to just re-sign all of our scouts because, like I said in the last one, we're not rebuilding the scouting network this year because they rarely put good scouts into the. They rarely put good scouts. It's nickel. Ooh, pardon me. Excuse me, boys. I just need to take a drink of my water real quick. There we go. And just like that, we're back at it. So, they rarely put good scouts into the free agent network there. So it's not worth it until maybe year 1 or 2. However, the coaching staff we could definitely use an upgrade to. And I'm going to keep Beaulieu and Bugstad as the 2 head coaches. But I'll show you all what I mean. But we will come up with a better strategy for this. For those of you who don't know, your staff salary does not actually matter. It's not useful in the slightest, guys. That's only there for owner mode, and owner mode is a bunch of BS, so it's not worth it. Trust me. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and hop away from that until free agency starts, though, so we can really focus on our contracts of the team. So if I'm looking at this team, one thing that I noticed in the last one, he's going to be in the system. Oh my God, there's going to be so many guys in the system. He's not. Wow, that's interesting. Where is he? There he is. So Denisenko is at a 79. And when I'm building a roster, Denisenko is either going to be an AHL top line guy or a third line playmaker for us, which will probably get rid of the +1 as we'll have both him and Verhaeghe next to each other. But I'm willing to sacrifice that as long as he works on the the power play. So with that being said, we're going to sign Tatar to be on that third line, and the worst comes to worst, Tatar just, he's going to get sign and trade. So, no harm, no foul. He wants to re-sign. I'm going to do 1 year at 5.5 because he does want to come back, and I don't feel like I'm going to need that much cap, especially not for 1 year. Donato, I want to qualify you because I'd like to keep you if that's possible. It is possible. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull out my handy little calculator here, and we're going to do some math. I know all of you are probably dreading school starting, but guess what? Math is always useful. So it looks like we're going to get him at about 1.4, which I'm okay with for 1 year, for an 80 overall to play in the AHL. It's not bad. Heinonen, what can I get you on? Oh my gosh, okay. What do you say to a 1 year, $2 million contract? How about that? Is there anybody else I even want here? Because keep in mind, a lot of these guys are going to be asking for... Prisky, we'll keep you for now. We'll qualify you. But a lot of these guys are going to ask for NHL money. And I'm not giving that to him. Sam Bennett, get out of here with that. You're not getting NHL money. I get that it's only 2 overall difference between you and Donato. But those 2 overalls are going to make a big difference. Trust me. Especially because Sam Bennett, frankly... If I was to qualify him, I believe that's $2.8 million that I'm guaranteeing him for next year as an option. And I don't want to do that because he ain't worth it. So, with that being said, we currently have $17 million in cap space, which feels very good. But keep in mind, there is someone that we have to acquire. There is someone that we're going to have to talk to. Well, a couple of them, actually. One of which is going to be that we're probably going to sign a free agent to trade. And I know some of you guys are probably like, oh, that's really scummy of you. You know, that's really scummy of you. You can't do that. That's really mean. That doesn't happen in real life. You're right. It doesn't happen in real life, but this is a video game. And I'm not saying that we're going to for sure. First of all, I would just like to point out that all of our people that we offered contracts to just came back. So I feel pretty good about that one, you know. Feeling pretty good about myself there. But anyway, as I was rambling before, you know, because I like to change my rambles pretty quickly. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. I figure at this point, if you enjoy it, you're just, you know, you're already doing that to yourself. It's not my fault. But so when it comes to it, yeah, it is kind of scummy, but you know, it's probably going to happen with at least one, if not two, of our free agents. Just because we need value. You know, this team needs value. So we're going to go ahead and send to free agency. There's no one else that I want to bring back. No, because I already brought back Monty, so I'm not. Chase Prisky comes back. Cool. 27 contract. Yeah, that's cool. It's cool with me. So the first thing I want to do, I want to go here and I want to see if we have any AHL players that I don't want. And when I say AHL players that I don't want, I mean players that are probably going to play in the AHL that have either no potential or aren't 80 overall or anywhere near it. So, that beautiful draft class. Noel, he has potential. Kiersted, you're 23. We'll keep you as a bottom pairing option. Lomberg, I want to get rid of. Prisky, you can stay. Lundell's going to play in the AHL. And then we're up to the guys. Yeah, so it's just Lomberg that I don't really want. Anybody give me like a 7th for him? Can I get Nashville's 6th? Wow. Is anybody even interested in him? Man, nobody tell him. That's really going to hurt his self-confidence. Imagine that. No team in the NHL wants you. Ooh, okay. So, before I forget this, we are going to go ahead and do our coaches. So, when I do our coaches, I like to have a really good coaching staff. I don't think that's unfair to say. But I just looked at the wrong thing. That's not where I wanted to go. I didn't want to go to hire them. I wanted to just look at ours. So the only two coaches who are safe here are Beaulieu and Bukestad. You're a forwards coach. I don't even know why you're here for our goalies. We're going to go ahead. We're going to fire both Datsuk and Perzhagen. I'm not sure. How old are you, Sauer? 54. Don't really love that. Melnick is young enough to where I would be willing to let him go down to the AHL. He's going to go ahead and be our AHL assistant coach. Real kind of him, you know, real nice guy. But Sauer is going to be fired. And we're actually going to put Bukestad as our AHL goalie coach, because AHL goalie coach has got to be the least valuable position out of any of these. So now we're going to go in here and we're going to find ourselves an NHL coach. For example, I want one with high teaching. Teaching seems to be the really important stat. So it's going to be probably him and him. So top, second and this guy. So we're going to hire you, DeLease, New Jersey, Tampa Bay. Step aside. Step aside. Rookies. Y'all don't know what you're doing. Well, Tampa Bay might. They kind of won back-to-back cups. But New Jersey, yeah. Get out of here. Yeah, give him all of the money. How much money? I'll just drop the truckload off at your house, man. We'll go 4.5 for 4 years. You're going to be an associate coach. I know it says or head coach. That's just to get him in the door, guys. As soon as he accepts, we're just going to move him. I know, another slimy trick. But again, it's a video game. It's not like he's going to call me up and be like, "Hey, you lied to me." And then finally, I want to get a veterans coach. I want to get a veterans coach here because I want him to make sure that our veterans don't drop off. Cough, cough, Keith Yandel. So 3.5 is probably going to be where we're at with this. Hopefully he doesn't he'll accept our offer and then doesn't accept another one, or they accept at different times. I'm really sorry if any of you actually just heard that. Somebody's just sent me a message. That would be my brother. Please stop. Nick, I'm not here for it, dude. So now we're actually going to sort by teaching specialty, and we're just going to look and see, is there a goalie coach that's anywhere decent? anywhere decent. Come on. A few more goalie coaches than I expected. D seems to be the highest letter I've found so far. If we could even find a C, like... No. Okay, cool. So, with that being said, generalist is probably going to be our goalie coach. Yeah, so... Real quick, we're going to see, is there any good AHL head coaches? They're all C's, no. Associate coaches. We already have a defenseman one, so you're going to be the forward one. Donovan here, yeah. Wait, I do need to check your teaching. Because teaching, again, being very important for the AHL. Byrne. I want to say that's your name here. I'm not entirely sure of that, but it is what it is. So Rory Byrne, you're going to be in the AHL. Let's go ahead. Let's just sort by teaching, and then we'll look at these. There's 3. Seriously, stop, Nick. I'm not trying to talk to you right now. There's 3 with good... Oh, ooh, and you're a B. Okay. I know this is all looking really funky. It doesn't look like it makes any sense. I know. For the AHL, I really only care about teaching. Like, these guys are going in the AHL, and I only care about teaching for that. Like, yeah, you're... obviously, this dude is probably better for PK and power play, but I don't care. I don't. When I look at this guy, he's good for our PK, which is really great to hear. Oh, that would be the same dude. These 2, the veteran coach and the generalist coach, they're great for both, so I don't mind that. Yeah, so we have, if the song would go away, please, we have 4 contracts offered. Yeah, so that's exactly the amount I want, because that leaves me with 1 open spot, which will be the AHL goalie coach. Obviously, these all probably aren't going to accept, because I offered multiple of them the same role. It's kind of a slimy thing to do, but again, it's a video game. I'm not upset. Okay, the first thing I want to do now is I want to go and I want to take a look at a couple of the guys that I was thinking of to be able to add to this team, to be able to say, yeah, dude, stop it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to... what was I going with here? Who was I going with? Oh, it's St. Louis. I'm really sorry, guys. It's really late. I'm kind of having some mental breakdowns here. So I probably should have done this with... Ekholm probably would not have been the move here, but Parayko. Parayko is the defenseman that I want to trade for here. He's a defensive defenseman. He's 28. He'll be a perfect gap, or a stopgap, excuse me. He'll cover up until Reichel is ready. That's the plan here. It's going to be a second pairing defenseman for us. No problem with that. Love that. Yeah, so that's what we're saying with this. Now, how are we going to get him? You know, that's interesting that we talk about this. What would I be willing to give them for him? Would I throw in some of these prospects already? Or would it just be draft picks? We're going to throw in a couple of prospects. We'll start off with Shiegel because he's the lowest rated. And Maltesta. If I was to trade you these 2 for Parayko, what would you say to that? Rejected. Okay. I understand that. I do. But consider this, and this is where we're going to stop. Okay, 2027, I'm going to continue. Now that I have value, I'm going to use these picks, and I'm going to continue to keep them. So 2026 obviously needs to be rebuilt, but 2025 is okay. But it's fair game. So let me just go ahead and say that. It's fair game to trade. I'd rather just start with the second. And there we go. They think they have a great deal. That's funny. You all didn't get as good of a deal as we did, because we just got ourselves a second pairing defenseman, which is value, trust me. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take a look at these we're going to take a look at these free agents. Oh, man, I am really sorry, guys. I am all over the place tonight. It's been a long night. It really has. It's been a long day. It's going to be another long day. See if we can snag any value here. Senishin. Do I want to take a shot at you? Yeah, sure. You can be a third-line sniper in the AHL for us. There's value in that. There is. You don't want to... Are you a restricted? You are restricted. No, you're not. Right? I mean, UFA. Okay. But you want NHL money. That was where I was having a problem with that. I'm not seeing anything that's really like, oh, I have to have that. Yeah, nothing's looking too great. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna. Oh wait, first we're gonna go to goalies. And I want to get. Some guys here. Some good guys here. When I say good guys, I mean we have Knight, Kemper, and Monty right now. So I want to get probably 2 guys that are maybe 80 to 78, 79. So you look like a perfect guy for this job. Yeah, you're gonna be one of my guys. And who else? Because I want somebody younger. Ooh, 75 though. This is not where I'm trying to look. Ooh, got a little scary for my liking there. Pretty bad pretty quickly. You all want NHL money. That's the problem though. So maybe we do go with one of these guys. Wall. 22 years old. Offer your 3-year deal to be essentially either a spare goalie or an AHL backup, depending on what all happens. Depending on how much Spencer Knight jumps. Because if he hits like 84, 85, I will trade Kemper. Because frankly, he deserves to be the starter at that point. Why did I back out? I had a reason to back out. I did. But I don't know it. So we're going to head back on in. Again, now we're rebuilding an AHL team. So I have it here on my notepad. So our AHL lines are currently looking like no top line. On the second line, we have Lundell to be the center. On the third line, it's going to be Roddy, Noel, and a sniper. The fourth line is going to be Donato and Achari and a 2-way forward. So with that in mind, what can I get? You could be a very good top line. Well, not a very good, but a good top line. Oh, I'm not giving you that. I'll give you that for 2 years, 2-way contract, sure. Luff is going to be our top line power forward. You like to see that. That's good. That's good. Giovanni Smith? Okay, yeah, Giovanni Smith. I rarely see him here, and I normally see him get to probably 80 overall, so we'll give him a 3-year, 2-way contract. Cool. Yeah, he'll be on that bottom line. And we'll probably just simulate a couple days, see if anybody drops their offers lower. Is there anything else I needed to do? I do know one thing. When it came to that bottom pairing, Uyghur I just don't really like as a 27-year-old. Because again, this team is trying to get younger. And I'm not trying to say he's old by any means, but I just think that acquiring a guy like Jake Bean here, he's on a 2-year, 2.8 mil. Don't mind that at all. We're gonna save a little bit of cap. But the thing is that Jake Bean is going to essentially be our replacement for Yandel. That's what my thought process is in acquiring Jake Bean. So let's see, would they do it straight up? They would not. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it too bad. Rookie skaters. Do we have anybody down here that's like, this is not very good? No? No. Oh boy. Okay. Man, I hate going back to this well of draft picks because it's drying up quickly. We'll throw you a 4th as well. Would you do that? No. Oh my god, quite far off? Are you sure? Throw you 2 4ths. Okay. Oh, alright then. I will throw you a rookie skater, I guess, then. I'm sorry, Logan. I'm sorry, you're gonna be the guy. It's probably gonna be you. Don't really love any other option here to trade. Okay. Well, they really don't want to give me him. But I really want Jake Bean. I could see him being on the Panthers in the future. I will give you a 3rd round pick as well. Thank you. Okay. So that was much more difficult than it should have been. But now we have Yandel's future. Well, the future replacement for Yandel. You know, being a perfectionist and also lacking a lot of sleep for doing this is, it's insanely frustrating, which just makes me more tired. Oh, it's a vicious cycle. Someone make me break it, please. Oh, man. Really almost shed a tear there. Okay. Now I need to go and we need to take a look at extensions. Because again, this is a big year for extensions. And I mean absolutely massive year for extensions. Because Barkov, Parayko, Verhaeghe, Tippett. The one we're going to start with is probably Tippett. Okay. Boys, we are about to have a top line sniper for 2nd line money. Can I get you at just $5 million? Would you do 8 years at $5 million? Come on, Tippett. Okay, Parayko. So 5 years is ideally what I want him at, as that'll take him to 33, and that definitely will cover the gap for when Reichel should be ready, as well as giving me a couple years in there where I can still trade him at the draft and he'll have value. So with that being said, we're going to use the 85% trick with him. The reason I didn't use it for Tippett is because with Tippett being so young, if I make one misstep with him, he could very easily just say, yeah, forget that, I just want to go to free agency. And then I have to pay him big money later on. So I'm not about that life. It looks like we could get him for 4.7. I'd rather go 4.8, not risk it. It's a great deal, and we're actually going to save money, which is shocking. Barkov, $10 million, $16 million, dude. Why are you doing this to me? Why do you hate me? Well, oh no, that was 31. I thought I saw him be 81. I was had a panic attack there. We'll just talk to Barkov at the start of the season. Clearly, he doesn't want to resign yet. Let's go ahead. Man, that hurts. Okay, tell me the other one accepted. Tell me he accepts. Okay, we have at least one of the two. That's good. We have one of the associates as well. That's okay, because he's still a free agent. So now we're going to go to hire staff. We need more NHL coaches. Okay, Rogers here being a generalist. Cool. Tampa Bay, New Jersey. Man, you guys you won't learn. The good coaches are mine. I don't know if you all know that, but they're mine. So back off. That's what I'm trying to say here. Just back off. Yeah, we'll put him at we might be able to get him up to 7 mil, maybe, please. And you see how it says I'm negative, and yet it's still letting me spend money? Yeah, that's because this game's broken. It's, EA Sports. It's barely a game. Thank you very much for that one, Owen. Now, they are going back for Jay Scorin, so I'm just going to have to move these guys around a little bit, which is no problem. Trust me, it isn't. I'm not worried about it in the slightest. Give you 1.5 here, Jace. And you're going to come, and you're actually going to coach in the AHL, little do you know. And that is the amount of coaches that we want. Is that correct? Am I losing my mind? Well, let's go check. So, based off the coaches that we have, so Bukestad's going to be our NHL head coach. Melnick, I forgot we still had. DeLeese is going to be the NHL assistant coach. What are your stats? Okay, what is Melnick's stats? Not very good. But his teaching. Maybe we just bring Melnick up and just have him run the penalty kill, honestly. Yeah, we're going to probably do that because, frankly, we need not coaches, but what do you call them in the NHL? Can't think of the word. It's all good though. It's all good. So this is what we're going to run with. Obviously, the two positions that I offered are now available. So That's the big part here. So let's go back. Let's take a look, see here, see who accepted my offers, who did not. That is huge. So, Owen Tippett at $5 million. You all are probably looking at this and saying, you're paying an 81 overall, $5 million? Why would you do that? That's so dumb. Keep in mind the role that he's playing, which is a first-line forward, and the fact that he's 22 years old and he's going to grow. I would be willing to bet that going into the year he's going to be at least an 83, maybe an 84. And so that contract doesn't look as bad. Trust me. I mean, we're paying $500,000 more to Tatar, and I feel comfortable with that. Looks like we got a few guys. We got our goalie situation figured out, which is good. So we're gonna hop back in, and through that, let me just fill it out here on my notepad. What all did we get? We got both goalies, so that's good. We got Giovanni Smith, who's going to go on the bottom line. We got Luff, who's going to be the power forward on the first line. And we got Senishin, who's going to be that third line sniper. So now we're looking for two playmakers and two snipers. It's not looking like a whole lot of options here. I can't do that. Or can I? Can I put you on the second line? I can put him on the second line, so he'll play second line as our playmaker. Okay, 1 year deal. Jeez. Tough crowd, tough crowd. Yeah, so that really looks like the only guy here. Is there any defensemen, like, at all that are good? 76. They're okay. You're a defensive defenseman, actually. We're gonna sign you. You're gonna be a second pairing guy for the defensive, or our second pairing defensive defenseman. Yeah, 23 years old. Like it. Cool. So that's 3 more of our AHLers. Cool. Glad to have them. Man, okay. Coaches do not want to sign here for some reason. Colton Parayko renewed, which is good because we're going to save money. Ian Rogers, jeez. Man, this coaching staff is a little difficult to put together here, you know? A little difficult. They don't want to come. I don't know why. Jace Gorin, you have good stats, Jace. So, wait, Jace, what? Jace, what? You said that this is the dude. This is the dude who just said he accepted another job. Well, guess what? I'm back. I'm back and I'm here. And you're gonna accept. Yeah. Oh yeah. And Bouchard, I just saw, has very good. Or do I want to do Redenbach? I would rather do Bouchard because teaching. And teaching is important for the AHL. So I think we already covered it. The positions that are truly open, let me just run through this real quick. So it looks like Bukestad is the head coach, DeLeese is the associate coach. We're going to sign somebody for assistant. Melnick is going to be the goalie coach because he's a generalist and there's no good goalie coaches. And then we're going to have one AHL coach down here that's going to be the assistant. Okay, and then we'll sign a AHL goalie coach that, you know, isn't terrible. Well, let me rephrase, isn't as bad as they could be. Do I still have contracts offered here? I do still have 2 contracts offered. We're still just going to take a look. Let's see. Baton. I always like Baton. We might sign Baton. Yeah. We gonna sign Baton. Top line playmaker. Welcome. So this means I'm looking for a center. Well, can you take face-offs, Baton? Can you take face-offs? 78. You could take face-offs. So we're looking for a winger, or we're looking for a sniper. We're just looking for a sniper and an offensive defenseman. A couple of them, actually. Siegenthaler. Do I put him on the top line then? Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Yeah, so we have our left side of our defenseman set. Something I do need to remember to do real quick though is offer the draft picks that are going to be the draft picks that are going to play in the AHL. So Lundell going to get a contract. Reichel going to get a contract. Roddy going to get you guessed it, a contract. So with that being said, our defensive core for the AHL right now is looking like it's going to be probably Kierstedt and Reichel, or Prisky and Reichel. I don't know. These two are going to fight. I'm going to figure that out later. Reichel is going to be on that bottom pair though, and then I guess they're in the main roster. Really? Okay. They're not here either. They must be the two guys that I offered, and I'm just losing my mind because, you know, that's what 3 a.m. caffeine does to you. Don't stay up late, guys. Don't. You're going to regret it. So there's one of those defensemen. There's the second line playmaker. Second line playmaker. Dude, you didn't. Once again. Okay. I'm about to offer this man more money than he's ever seen in his life. More money than he could ever possibly imagine. Jace. My guy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Been offering you 1.5. Hear me out. Hear me out. Just keep listening. Alright, I talk a little slowly, I know. And I hope at least one of you is laughing right now. I genuinely do, because well, my humor may be dry, and my sarcasm may be dull. I try. I do. Let's see, we still have 2 offers out, one to Baton and one is to that defenseman, if I'm not mistaken. But let's just go ahead, sort by overall. Yep. Yeah, so no one looks like they've changed. Nope. Okay, all. Let me look at defensemen. Is anybody down here that's like just a mill? Even just a mill? Offensive defenseman that's available for like a mill? The Juice? Christian Juice. The Juice. No. You do not want to accept that offer. Garrett Forsling, you're an offensive defenseman. I had you. I mean, I'll offer you that. You probably won't accept. You'll probably tell me, how dare you offer me a 2-way contract. I'm gonna go cry now to my mommy. And I'm gonna say, yep. Here we go. Here's a couple offensive defensemen that can go on our top pair. Pouliot, welcome, and Clendenning. There we go. So those are probably going to be the guys that we actually run with there. And for forwards, 2-way contracts. We still need 2 snipers. You can be the second line sniper, Simon. Congratulations. I know you've been really preparing for this role your entire life. I know. It's too bad it's in the AHL and not the NHL. But we're still looking for that top line guy because I'd like to be able to get an 80 overall. Gilbert Bouchard. Interesting. Gilbert is the AHL guy, if I'm not mistaken. So, and I'm not. That sounded really cocky, and it didn't mean for it to. You're our head coach. Congratulations. Yep, everybody else is in place except for our associate coach, who we're trying to sign. So that's understandable. Siegenthaler accepted. Nick Paton accepted. Okay, forget you, Jace. Forget you, dude. We're gonna go sign one of those other coaches because I'm fed up with Jace. He's being just extremely annoying. Nobody's even interested in Redenbach. I'll give you a 1-year deal for $1 million. What do you say? Brody Redenbach. Thing is, I'm probably firing him either way next year. So Dominic Simon accepted. That's what I figured. Clendenning though, and Pouliot. So our defensive core is set. Oh my God, Redenbach, you're gonna be like this. You're gonna get fired next year anyway, dude. Why you gotta be so picky? You're gonna be fired next year. It doesn't even matter. Just sign the dang contract, please. Ah, man. And now someone is definitely thinking, he's just a big baby, whining. Yeah, I am whining, because it's, again, 3 a.m. and I can't go to bed. Not to mention upload speeds. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to September 1st. Brody Redenbach. Okay, cool. I'll set that up in a minute. But for now. Nope, don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that I probably just did a really awkward cut from the last one, so figured I'd reintroduce myself. We're going to take another look here, see if we can find that really top-line sniper that all the AHL champions always really have, is they have somebody that's probably too good for the AHL, but can't quite crack that NHL roster yet. So let's go ahead. Not looking like we have one here, unfortunately. Charles Hudon is normally pretty good for the AHL. He's a winger though. I thought he was a center. Grigorenko is a sniper there. We'll sign both. Have the roster space. Sure. Sign both. What else did I want to do? I wanted to see, that's right, I wanted to see, two-way offensive defenseman who is a decent overall. Yannick Weber. Congratulations, man. You're going to be a leader on this team. Corey Perry, love to have you too, buddy. Okay. Now we definitely have too many players for that AHL roster, but I don't mind. Having scratches are not problems. Grigorenko accepts, Perry accepts, Yannick Weber accepts, Hudon accepts. Cool. I will see you all whenever we get into the actual roster. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Wanted to bring you in here because I wanted to show you a couple things that I found. First of all, what can I say? What can I even say? Spencer Knight is a beast. Darcy Kemper is going to be out the door. We're going to go ahead. Oh, and our dude jumped? I didn't even see that. Monty, though, is going to be called up to the NHL. Congratulations, buddy. Real happy for you. Yeah, so he's coming up. Go ahead and finalize that. Then we go to the skaters, right? We go to forwards. That's where I wanted to start. Let's just go ahead, tip it. 83 overall. Comtois, 83 overall. Brahegi, 84. Duclair, 86. How long is that contract? That's the other thing. 5 years, $2.75 million for an 86 overall. Oh my gosh. So excited about that. Heinen? Huh? I thought okay. Alrighty then. That puts us at 18 skaters, which is exactly what we're looking for. Dennis Senko is unfortunately an NHL player. Well, not unfortunately, it just means that we're going to have to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and trade Tatar. So, ladies and gentlemen, for now we're going to go best lines, and I will come back to you all whenever I have some of these lines. Well, actually, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to call that an episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. And I will see you all in the next one. Don't forget to comment as well, because honestly, that was the original intention of making this, is being able to talk with people about, just about career mode, being able to talk about this and everything. I think it would be very fun. Please do not feel shy. Please, let me talk to people. Let me be friends, please. Anyways, guys, have a good one. I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.